Benvenuti. And welcome. Which means the same thing. Well, welcome to episode number 3. I'm Steven.
And I'm Jess.
And in this one, we've got, instead of doing the word of the day, we have a fact of the day.
We're very excited about
with,
that.
Another Italian thing coming at you.
Yeah, so that'll happen a little bit later. So at the end of each episode, we either will do a word of the day or a fact of the day. So this time around, we're going to do a fact of the day and something that we talked about in a previous episode.
And just want to give a shout out, everyone, for the support so far on the beginning of this podcast. It's been
so
fun.
Nice. It is so nice. I mean, it's so nice to have like friends and family support and like strangers on the internet wanting to listen to us. It's so nice. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, that is kind of cool. I know you got a few comments from people. No one really talks to me about it because at this point I feel like I'm involved in so many different projects.
I heard that we were both now you guys let me know if this is right. We are both, quote, fun and cute, and, quote, end quote, and new quote, we would make a really cute couple.
Wow.
Just saying.
That's definitely someone who's out of their damn mind. So on last episode, we really left you guys on a huge cliffhanger. So on this episode, we got to make sure that we really resolve the big plot points of the first 2 episodes. This is this as like the Return of the Jedi. That's episode 6 of Star Wars.
Oh God. Well, folks, I can't help what he mentions in this podcast.
Yo, we did talk about dating last episode, and I feel like that kind of stuff is probably going to get brought up quite a bit.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something that I know that we disagree on.
What?
So,
yeah, sure.
Because I feel like it's semi-relevant to the show, and it's semi-relevant to being Italian American.
Okay, tell me.
There's a lot of people who discuss pizza.
Okay.
And they've got their different preferences. And I'm originally from Ohio.
Okay.
And in Ohio, we kind of have like a mixed bag of pizza. I wouldn't say that we're really...
Mixed bag of pizza.
We put our pizza in the bag.
You order a bag to go, please.
Yeah, okay. It probably shouldn't be mixing expressions together. But let me put this a different way.
All right.
We are not known for New York style. We're not known for Chicago style.
Right. You're like in the middle.
Yeah, we're like right in the middle of the two of them.
Okay.
So we kind of have like both types of pizzas. So
Okay.
I have never had a bias on New York or Chicago style, but
All right.
now that I've lived in Chicago for 5 years, I can comfortably say that my favorite type of pizza is Chicago's deep dish style pizza. And partially I think it's because I've always kind of leaned in the direction of preferring like thicker pizza. So it's not a surprise that I like deep dish a lot, but I know that you are more a fan of pretty much anything except deep dish pizza.
So I grew up here, and don't get me wrong, there are a lot of people in Chicago that love deep dish. I am just not one of them. I love the tavern style pizza. That's probably my favorite, like the real thin pizza. I love that. I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of deep dish, unfortunately. I kind of wish I was. I'd feel like I'm part of the in crowd.
Has it always been that way? Like since the very beginning of time?
Yeah, because to me it tastes like watery tomatoes. It's just a bunch of watery tomatoes and a slew of water.
I just don't get this take. I mean, you're not alone. I've had plenty of people who are from the Chicagoland area
just don't
who
like it.
just
I
don't
don't.
like it. And it really annoys me because they always act like I'm a tourist because I like Chicago deep dish pizza. But
no.
I've actually watched the videos on the history of Chicago deep dish. And, like, it is really a thing here. Like, people really do like it. A lot of people do.
Yeah, like you said, it is history. I mean, that's for sure. It is something very unique to Chicago. Have you ever been on a date waiting for them to make deep dish pizza?
No, because actually, I guess it depends on like what date you're referring to. Like if you're talking about like someone you've been with for a while or like a first date. But
I would say first date.
Will never. I have before, so I guess I'd never say never. But I pretty much never go to a restaurant on a first date.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay, wait. This is really interesting. Why don't you take the girl to a restaurant?
Because it's first off, I'm a vegetarian, so it just
Okay.
I already feel like when I have to go into the first date and I'm like already making accommodations for exactly what I need to eat, it's like it's not the best first impression.
Well,
though I think people shouldn't care about that. Like that seems superficial to really care about it. Regardless, it's not my favorite.
I just feel like there's ways you can get around it. Like for instance, I know you're lactose intolerant, and all you have to do is pop a Lactaid. Pop a Lactaid. Go on a date. Have fun.
Okay, but there's more to it though. Like when you go on a first, I feel like people are really bad at coming up with first dates, and I'm not saying that I have this all figured out because clearly I don't. I don't.
I will second that.
I don't have it all figured out.
I don't have it figured out.
But I just think if you're gonna go out to eat on the first off, it can be kind of expensive for a first date if you're getting dinner because like. Whenever I go out to dinner with someone, I always feel like I have to pay no matter who the person is.
Even when we go for dinners, I'm like, do I pay this time? Do you pay this time? Because we go out so much.
Yeah, that turns into like a complicated thing.
I know.
Just like deciding, who's going to pay for this. And then like, I don't want someone to, like, when you're eating, it's like talking and eating at the same time. It's like a little awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then there's the whole thing of trying to decide on what food to order. Just forget. It's too complicated. The first date should just be getting to know the person, not figuring out what their diet is.
Okay, well, are you worried that if that person found out that you were like a vegetarian or that you were lactose intolerant, that they wouldn't want to date you? Is that one of your fears?
Well, no, because realistically, if that was actually a thing, I wouldn't want to date them.
Okay.
If they were that if they were that sensitive to that topic.
Yeah, I knew off the bat I didn't want to date you once I found out you were lactose intolerant. I was like, oh boy.
Hey, I've been turned down I've been turned down for weird things before, so who knows.
No. I'm just kidding there.
What do you think though in terms of first date? Why do you've probably been on a restaurant first date, right?
I have been on a restaurant first date. It was one of them that I'm thinking about in particular. This was a long time ago. The guy could only talk about like historical facts. Like he was so nervous. I felt for him. Like I don't remember his name. This was a long time ago. Maybe like 10 years ago. But we had just met and he was like, fun fact, so and so. And we were at a restaurant and I really appreciated him because he was really, really nice. But he was very nervous, and for like an hour and a half, we had to wait for like the food to be made. So I was just listening to him like talk about the 1600s, and like, it's a lot of like other historical things. And it was, but I felt for him because I know he didn't mean to come off that way. I'm sure he was nervous. I get very nervous. Hell, I'm nervous just talking to you on a daily basis. You know, I am. So I get the whole nervous thing. I do have like social anxiety. I do. Is this therapy? So I do.
I mean, honestly, it could be therapy at a certain point. Not qualified therapy.
Not qualified. I do. If you trust me, I have like panic disorder and anxiety and. Yeah, it's not good.
So do you like dinner for a first date, or you're like you'd prefer it be something like what is ideal?
So because I am such an anxious person, I don't like to be in the same spot for too long. So like my ideal first date would honestly be like a takeout meal. So like maybe we go and watch a movie, or maybe like, okay, well now this is like pre-COVID or whatever, but like when you go to like a movie theater or you go to like a Panera or something that you get your food like right away. So
yeah, but isn't a movie like the worst date ever because you can't talk?
That's the perfect date ever.
See, I don't.
I can't talk to you, but we're still in this situation together and watching the same thing. So I'm actually okay with movie dates.
I don't get it. I guess I am old school in the sense of, on a date, I don't want distractions. I just want to like talk to people and like, or not people, but the person.
Wait, you want to get to know me? Is that it?
No, not at all. Actually, I guess just enough to do this podcast.
Well. All right, I think we're at about that time. Let me know, Stephen, because you have the timer. And
you think I have the timer?
You think you have the timer? Will you tell me if it's been about 15 minutes?
Has Has it been about 15 minutes? I think it's been about enough time to why do you want to do the Mamma Mia
I'd like to
segments?
do the Mamma Mia segment.
Okay.
I freaking love the Mamma Mia segment.
Let's so the Mamma Mia segment is like a moment of Mamma Mia. It's pretty it's pretty open-ended. It could be like a moment that you had over the course of the week that you really just you want to speak about, or it could possibly be something that you read about or you saw or you watched an interesting video. So Jess,
yes,
I know you've got something.
I do have something. And also, just so the audience knows, if you ever have a Mamma Mia moment, you just write it down in the comments, and we can definitely talk about that as well. We'd love to chat with you all, too. So if you do write in the comments, we'd love to write you back and see how you guys are doing. But, yeah, I love the Mamma Mia segments. So why don't you go first, though? You go first.
Wait, so now I gotta, even though I just passed it to you.
I know, you go first.
You throw it back at me
you go first.
immediately instead. Okay, I'll give you.
Mine's heavy.
Okay, I'll give you one that's not. Well, it's not heavy at all. It's actually just something that by the time this episode releases, it'll be kind of like a couple weeks after this happened. But something that really was a big moment for me was when LeBron James led the Los Angeles Lakers to championship number 17 in their franchise history and number 4 in his career. Great moment for me because I'm a huge LeBron James fan.
Who isn't?
Who isn't? Well, a lot of people are big haters, especially the ones who are from this city. Definitely big haters on that.
You see, I grew up here, and I grew up as a Michael Jordan fan. Like I'm not that old, but when I was a kid, I used to watch Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, the team, play throughout all their wins from 93 to 98.
Yeah,
Am I wrong here? I don't remember the exact years.
It's somewhere in that general
It's
range.
in that area. So I never thought, okay, I'm gonna like anybody more than Michael Jordan, but I kind of think LeBron is cool. I think he's pretty neat.
Well, you know how I feel.
I
from
know.
Ohio. Northeast Ohio, just like LeBron. Been following him since 2003 when he, actually even before that technically, but that's when he joined the Cavs. Mm-hmm. Amazing career. It was really fun to just see him be able to do that. It sucks he's not in the Cleveland Cavaliers anymore, but it's at least something I can root for.
Would you have wished that he had won on the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Oh yeah, he. I mean, we did win one with him, which was pretty cool. That was arguably the best championship ever, and I got to watch that, so that was really cool.
That's really neat. That's really neat.
I don't normally have second teams to root for, but I kind of root for whatever team LeBron's on right now.
How many teams has he won on?
3. He's won for the Cleveland Cavs, the Miami Heat, and now the Los Angeles Lakers.
Wow, man, that man is talented. Let me just tell you, he is talented. Okay, so should I? Yeah,
let's hear yours.
Okay. My Mamma Mia moment was that, oh my God, I need to know the name. I forget the name of this woman. There were 2 women, I think. All right, I will Google it, and then I will say the name in the next episode because I'm just so bad at this. But there is, I think, 1 or 2 women. 1 woman? I don't. Anyway, one woman that won the Nobel Prize. And she's the 4th, did I say 4th woman? Did I say this already?
No, I don't think you said it.
Did I not say it? Okay, my mind is all jumbly right now because I can't, I think it's 1 woman and she's the 4th one to win it right after Madame Curie, which was however long ago. And she actually discovered that there's a big, great black hole in the center of our galaxy, which is outstanding and amazing. So
yeah, that's anything that involves outer space stuff is it's big to me.
Isn't that cool? I know you love outer space.
Yeah, I do. Look at the space pillows in the studio.
I know there's a bunch of there's space pillows everywhere. Anyway, I'm really sorry I don't have more details on that. But if you look it up, she just won the Nobel Prize. Amazing discovery. So excited for her and science. So yeah,
you're excited for science.
I'm excited for science. Who likes science?
Science is definitely great. Do you know
I really like science.
Do you know where they were from? What country or?
Oh, dude.
Let's say 53
you
Nobel Prizes.
Steven's trying to Google it
It's been awarded 53 times. According to this.
No. She's the fourth woman. I know she's the fourth woman.
Is it American?
I don't know.
Here's the four.
Yeah, there's four. Here we go, you guys.
Meet the
I'm
women
so
who
sorry.
won Nobel Prizes this year. So 4 won it this year.
Okay.
So it's
Louise,
Emmanuel,
okay.
Jennifer, and Andrea.
Very nice. Very, very cool. Well, it's a really cool discovery nonetheless, and I thought that was a good Mamma Mia moment. And are we gonna say then, because we're still learning, are we gonna say now? And this was our Mamma Mia segment.
No, that's what I said.
And that's what you say. Okay.
That's what I
right.
mean, that's what I've been saying, but
Okay.
obviously nothing's too set in stone so far, as we just completely
I'm sorry.
make things up.
I promise you guys. I promise for the next one I will have more details and a better understanding of what I'm trying to tell you. So.
That's okay. We had low expectations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything that you specifically wanted to talk about?
Nothing specific. How about you?
Yeah, I didn't think so. That's actually like one of the worst things to do is
What?
ask. I feel like I don't know. Just based on my experience, whenever I'm like in a meeting with someone, it's almost like a bad question to be like, "Do you have any other questions?" For some reason, people hate that question.
I hate it. I get so nervous. Like he asked me that, and I was like,
Yeah, people hate that question.
"What do I
don't
say
even
to
know-
this?" I don't know. It's like I have a bunch of things running in my head when you tell me say something like that.
Yeah, I guess in a way it's a dumb question to ask people, but I still I always have a tendency of doing it because I always feel like it's polite. I feel like a lot of times we do things because we think it's polite, even if it's actually not very beneficial at all.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Stephen, I did want to bring up a good point here.
Well, we don't know if it's good yet. You got Well, I'll be the judge on that.
All right, I will. I want to bring it up. It is the month of October, which means it is almost Halloween, which is very exciting. And so I thought, being that we are bad Italians, that we could maybe talk about a fun fact about Halloween in Italy.
Okay, let's hear what today's fact is.
Okay,
Yep.
so either Stephen and I decided that we're either going to do a fun fact about Italy or we're going to do a word of the day. So, I mean, we could technically do both. I have another word that we could do.
That's
if you'd like.
that might be too much excitement.
Is
for
that
one
too much
episode.
excitement? All right, that might be too much excitement. All right, I have on my notepad here. Oh, good. I wrote in blue pen on a blue Post-it.
Perfect.
This is great. So, Halloween is very much a American tradition, American holiday, but it doesn't mean that Italians and around Europe, we haven't, the U.S. hasn't influenced these traditions and celebrations. So, in Italy, the 1st of November is known as All Saints' Day, and All Souls' Day is on November 2nd. So for November 1st, for All Saints' Day, that's when you celebrate, it's a national holiday, you celebrate all saints and martyrs on that day. And then on All Souls' Day, which is the next day, you celebrate the dead and them rising and going to heaven. So Italy has a big population of Roman Catholics, so Catholics believe that the loved ones go to heaven. So that's what they do on the 1st and 2nd of November. And during October 31st to November 2nd, they will also celebrate like the American version of Halloween. So I have written down here some cities that do it. So Rome has Halloween tours that they do of catacombs. Am I saying this right? Catacombs?
Yeah, catacombs.
Catacombs. Bologna has medieval castles that they tour, which is pretty neat, which is awesome. But yeah, no matter what though, it's very popular to celebrate in the American way. So that's a little trivia of the day.
Who would have known?
Who would have known?
Definitely not bad Italians.
Not us.
We'd have no idea.
Well, that's true.
I haven't talked about Super Mario yet this episode.
Please. Let's not talk
Yeah,
about
no,
Super Mario.
You're right. Ironically, I don't actually like to be associated with being like a bad Italian so much. Like I really try to not like sound dumb about it, but now I feel like doing this show makes me almost want to play it up.
Oh no. But yeah, so I was very excited to learn that, and my hope is that we can learn more facts throughout and stick with us, because we will learn as we go, and hopefully can change the podcast name.
Yeah.
To. Want to say it together?
Wait. No, because I don't know if we're saying mediocre or
I was
good.
going to say moderate.
Oh.
Moderate. All right, let's say let's say mediocre together.
No, I feel like at this point the joke's
done.
over now.
Come on, let's try it together. Ready?
Joke's over now.
Come on.
See, this is the thing.
Mediocre Italian.
No, it's the joke. Joke is in the past.
He's wrong.
I forget what I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You really got my
sorry.
My mind off course here.
Sorry.
I think we pretty much covered everything in this episode. I can't really think of anything else you want to say before we go?
No, but is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Yeah. Everybody have a good Halloween, because that's coming up. When this episode drops, Halloween will be like not too long afterward.
No, that's right, because this is the 3rd episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we we're hoping to release weekly episodes, which would be really nice.
Yeah, that's the goal, but we'll have to see if we can get enough of these. Like, we have to have like enough on the backlog to be able to do that.
That's not true. We don't backlog.
No, yeah, you're right. We do this every week. We do not do multiple at one time. Nothing like that.
No, but thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, still learning about how we're gonna do the segments, and
I know what I was gonna say.
Yes, okay, all right.
By the end of this episode, or by the end of if you keep listening to these episodes, eventually you'll be able to speak fluent Italian or your money back. Thanks for listening.
You might be able to speak a phrase.
Thanks for listening.
Which would be good anyway.
Thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. Grazie mille. Ciao.
Ciao.
Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso